Welcome everybody. I recently watched a video from Ride Along with Bree, and the title of the video is pretty much, this is why we are not getting tips from the customers. And in the video, she explains that the customers think that all those fees plus the tip, the whole thing goes to the driver. So let's say the customers spend $15 in total between the delivery service, which they call it the delivery fee, then there's the service fee, then there's the taxes, and then there's the tip. So altogether, let's say it's $15. So the customer thinks the total $15 is going to the driver. Okay, these customers, I don't know what they're smoking, and I don't know what they're drinking. You know why? Because it's very simple. If the whole thing goes 100% to the driver, how much did the company make? Zero? So the company's working as a charity, and pretty much they're paying 100% of the total bill that the customers are paying. It's going to the driver. And these companies are doing it for charity. Does that make any sense to anybody? Even if customers will say, oh, they don't understand. This is not very hard or very sophisticated to understand what's going on. Some of that money has to go to the company. And the customers, they are not working in the gig economy. There are some customers that actually recently, they work some other jobs and they got laid off or whatever the case is, and they're working in the gig economy, and they see in it. But even the ones that never worked in the gig economy, even customers that work regular W-2 jobs, who makes most of the profit in a company that you work for? Is it the company, or the workers make more money than the company? Does every company out there that you work for, they pay 100% everything to the employees, and the companies don't make anything? Does that make any sense? It applies to everything. Obviously, you're ordering through Doordash, Uber Eats, or Grubhub. They're making most of the money of what every customer is paying, no matter what it is. The companies make most of the money. The drivers, it doesn't have, you could be a W-2 and not be a driver. You can work as an independent contractor, and it doesn't only cover drivers. It covers construction. You could be an independent contractor as a construction or plumber or electrician or whatever. Independent contractor doesn't mean just driving. It applies to everything to be an independent contractor. Now, when every customer is paying fees out there, you're telling me that most of the money or all the money goes to the workers. So how do the companies themselves survive if that was the case? I mean, grade school kids can figure this out, guys. I'm sorry. If there's still customers out there think that 100% of what they're paying is going to the driver, I don't know what rock to be living under. They must be smoking some fine shit or drinking something that's very, very potent for them to think that way. It's just ridiculously insane for that to cross your mind, not even to think about that is possible for any customer out there, that idea to cross their mind. It shouldn't even be possible at all. You're just a driver. You're going to get a percentage of that. That's it. Or let's say, even if it's 50-50, it's still a percentage. How is it 100% it goes to the drivers, but the companies don't make anything? They're doing it for free. Everything goes to the driver. Really? All right, here's another scenario. How about recently I have customers that And I have a friend of mine who ordered and showed me what he paid for an order with Doordash. There was a $4 delivery fee. It was crossed out. The total was $0 because they're doing a promotion. So he paid $0 on a delivery fee. On a service fee, it was like $3. That was crossed out, and it was only $1. And then the taxes, and then the tip. So if you're still thinking we're getting 100%, when you're seeing all these big discounts, because you got a $6 discount on the total of the fees. You got a total of $6 off on a service. And they still don't tip. They'll tip like maybe $1 or $2. I mean, it's insanity. The excuses, I'm sorry, they're wrong. And they're silly. The excuses are silly. There is no company out there that you're working as an employee or an independent contractor that you get 100% of what the company's charging a customer, and the whole thing goes to either an employee or an independent contractor. The whole thing, 100% goes to them. And if there's customers out there thinking that way, they need to be examined. They need help. I'm sorry, they need help. Because that's impossible. That's impossible for any company out there to survive. But you let me know in the comments, guys, but this is insane. Now, they might think that, now if there's customers out there that they think that some of that delivery fee, or some of that, a percentage of that goes to the driver, which it doesn't. But even if they think that way, I'll give that benefit to the doubt on them, because they're still thinking realistically that the company's got to make some money out of this. They might give a little percentage, out of this and this and that to the workers or the independent contractors, but they're not getting the whole thing. Obviously, the company's got to make some money out of this. They got to make at least 50% or 60 or 70 or 80% out of this, the companies. There's no way they're making 0% out of this. I mean, here we are in 2025. This is the education level of the customers. I'll leave it up to you guys. Take care.